Today, we're going to break down our opinions on the first round of the NFL draft because my internet sucks and we weren't able to do it live. And we're also going to be giving some draft grades. This is the Beerly Football Podcast. Hello and welcome back to the Beerly Football Podcast. It's about football but Beerly. I am your host, Zachary Smith. Joining me as always are my two very good friends, Trevor Scott, Kerry Dempsey. How are we doing tonight, boys?
Good, man. I'm great. Draft was fun.
You don't sound great.
I'm not. I got a little sore throat, but I'm fighting through it. You know, warrior spirit. I'm here. I wouldn't miss it for the world, even though we're recording a night late because of me. But I'm here, man.
You're a battler. Just like Justin Herbert out there on the field.
We'll talk about him later.
I'm sure we will. Kerry, how are you doing?
I'm doing lovely. It's Wednesday. It's not Tuesday. It means it's closer to Friday. Closer to football season.
Closer to
It's
payday.
Great. So it's still a week away, but, you know. What about you, Zach?
I'm doing good. Finally got what I'm hoping is going to be more of a permanent setup going on here.
It looks good, bro.
A cute little
Because
office.
the last time we recorded, I was recording in the hallway. And
I thought you were in the closet.
Zach's always in the closet. Sometimes you gotta come out of the closet, Zach. It's
well,
okay.
maybe I don't want to come out of the closet, Kerry. Maybe the
Trevor's
closet
come out
is
of
my
the-
home.
Trevor came out of the closet. I mean, see how well it's going for him, so.
But whatever, dude.
Wait, did he actually come out of the closet?
He was years ago.
Like,
See,
I
he's now in the
literally
living room.
came out of a closet, but I'm
Yeah,
not
he's-
gay.
He's now in the living room.
Oh.
Trevor,
There was one point in my life where I did come
Trevor.
out of a closet.
If you'd be gay for any NFL player, who would it be?
Kyle Kuzma. Check out Beerly Hoops, by the way. I don't know, man. I haven't had enough to drink
Alrighty.
tonight. You can ask me that after I finish this.
And what are you having tonight? In a Guinness glass. Definitely
I
not a
actually got a
Guinness.
Guinness glass with my name engraved on it. I don't know if you can really see it, but check us out on YouTube. And
Is your name-
you can actually see it.
Is your name Alan?
It says Trev, bro. Trev.
I don't see Trev on
You can't see
that.
it at all. You can't see anything. But so this would probably really piss off the stereotypical Bostonian. I'm drinking a Modelo out of a Guinness glass.
Wow.
So
That
Got
is a
a
little
pin.
triggering. Not gonna lie.
good.
What are you having, Kerry?
All right, I have a Mount Unconawadic Cream Ale from Manchester, New Hampshire, the Stark Brewing Company. But the real greatness is this dog on the front.
Nice.
Isn't it cute?
Got a doggo on the can.
I don't know how to pronounce it. Mount Uncannon whatever it is. It's pretty good. It's not bad.
All right. So after the draft, you know, we have to look back on like all the things that we've done, and you know, Zach Stradamus once again struck on the Will Levis second round. So I'm going back to a drink that, you know, you may not like at first, kind of like me. You may not like me at first, but you know, after you have a couple sips, you start to get to know it. You know, it starts to become a little bit more of an enjoyable experience. So I'm going with
After you swallow them a couple times.
another Scofflaw Brewing Company Basement IPA. It's got a little goat on there.
Beautiful and terrifying at the same time.
Exactly. Beautiful and terrifying at the same time. I'm also drinking a hot toddy because I came prepared because I do not feel well, just like Trevor. So.
Ooh.
Yeah, okay. Well, this
I
should
feel
sure
great.
be a sick
I feel great.
podcast.
Well, the
I
hot
feel
toddy is very, very good. If I could drink those like constantly, I would. But
Hey, when's the last time anyone's ever came up to one of your jugs at work and took a smell of it, took a taste of it?
honestly, it tastes like apple cider, so they probably wouldn't be able. They'd be like,
Right.
"Oh, it's just apple cider." Meanwhile, I'm like falling over a table, like, "Yeah, it's just apple cider."
Great.
Alrighty.
I did. I'm glad you brought up the Will Levis thing because I wanted to bring that up. Not to spoil too much, because if you haven't seen the last episode we had, it's on YouTube and everywhere you find podcasts. So go check that out as well. We did a first round mock, and Zach was the only person that I knew that had Will Levis falling out of the first round. I went 3 for 31 on picks, and Carrie just was wrong about everything, so just normal. So
You're
it was
all
just a
right,
simple,
guys.
really
Don't
football
worry,
podcast.
I don't think Zach got any either.
I didn't have anyone in the order. I did have Houston ending up with Will Anderson, which they ended up doing, but they had 2 and 3. So,
But you're probably the only one that predicted of all the football world predicting.
well,
Will
yeah,
Levis football.
ESPN had like a point, not a 1% chance, a 0.1% chance that he would fall out of the first round, and I was the one that picked that. There's a lot we can talk about with the quarterbacks coming up, and we'll probably get to Will Levis eventually. But
We will.
getting that right felt really good. Felt really good right in here. So,
Oh, you know what else felt really good? And I had to wear it tonight. Anthony Richardson, 4th overall. That felt good, man. Go Gators! I got the Gators hat on.
He was so good at UF.
Is he at UF anymore? Also, he was good at UF. You're just a stats nerd. Don't play me.
He was good. Did you watch him?
Yes, I did. Did you watch him? No.
I did watch
Look
him.
at
He was
stats
awful.
and highlights and lowlights.
No, I watched enough UF games with you last year. He's terrible, bro.
Did you really? I was mad, right?
Yes, he was bad.
No, I was mad.
Yeah. There's a couple throws you're like, what is he doing?
Bro, I grew up for like the first 17 years of my life. The Gators defense was just like a staple, bro. Like that's what we hung our hat on, and then just like out of nowhere, just
yeah.
and especially when Kyle Trask was there, we were up 50 points a game, giving up 48. I hated that, bro.
So, since we're getting
right.
started here, what do you guys want to go over first?
So I was going to do how we did our free agency. We're just going to quickly go each team, give our thoughts on their top couple picks, and if there's anything else you want to mention, and just how we feel.
Okay.
Some teams will go through. Some will go through quicker than others, but So we started off with the Arizona Cardinals. Zach, I know you like
Paris Johnson.
I know you like them. Yeah, Paris Johnson at 6. They traded down, took him. You like that pickup, guys?
Yeah, I do. Nobody knew who the first offensive lineman was going to be taken in the draft. All 3 of those guys were solid selections. And Paris Johnson out of Ohio State. And there's a certain Ohio State offensive lineman that we should talk about. Do you want to talk about that right now, Kerry?
You can talk about it if you want.
All right. Well, there's a offensive lineman at Ohio State. He was going into the draft, and on mock draft, what is it? I can't find it. But there's a 6'5", 359 offensive tackle that was a prior first-round pick out of Ohio State. And during his interviews leading up to the draft and meeting with the teams, he told all the coaches and scouts that his dream was to play in the NBA. So he ended up falling to the 4th round, which is a fumbled bag. Still getting paid regardless. You're still in the NFL, but, man. But he lost a lot of money doing that. Hey, you lose some money. What have you?
That's a good.
Yeah, I'd rather lose money than lose myself.
That's a good pickup.
Not even high. Yeah, they did. They 5th round. They took Clayton Tune out of Houston. I wish I could say something about him, but I can't. He's a quarterback from Houston. Not that bad. I just watched the SEC in college, but hey, only a few teams took a quarterback, and seemingly all of them, have quarterback issues, including me.
Shut up.
We'll get there.
I mean, we don't know who's going to start for Arizona with Kyler out, so, I mean, it doesn't hurt to take a chance on a late-round guy there.
Yeah.
That's right. But what's the option? Colt McCoy?
I think Colt McCoy's the only – I don't even know if he's on the team. Is he? They should get Wentz, I think, but –
That's not a bad idea.
The best move for Arizona was trading down and picking up what looks to be like a top 2024 first-round pick. With this looking like a bad team next year, they could have 2 potential top 5 picks if Houston Texans suck too.
Yeah.
They could potentially get Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah.
I wish Marvin Harrison Jr. was eligible for this draft.
What do you guys think? If Arizona sucks this year, gets a high pick, and Kyler doesn't look great coming back, they try to get one of the top QBs next year?
Definitely, bro.
Yeah. I was
Bye-bye,
confused
Ninja.
by the money they paid him, but I mean, I don't know what you like. Wasn't it last offseason he signed that big extension?
It's
it was
1 or
cool.
2 years ago. It's been a little bit.
I don't
But yeah,
know.
at the end of the day, bro, you can make my mistakes with your money, but you got to start winning at some point.
Yeah.
All right. Atlanta Falcons.
No problem.
They probably had one of the biggest surprising picks. Bijan Robinson, 8th overall. Do we like that, or is that a bit of a reach?
Well, I had him going 10, and I was surprised to see Atlanta go running back because they have. It's not like they have a. They don't have. It's not like they don't have decent running backs, and there's a lot of other parts of this team that need help.
They don't know how to use Cordell Patterson, so
Yeah.
That's true. Should
So
just used them like I used them.
it was very confusing to see them go running back at 8. I think it's definitely a reach. I don't know what their plan for the future is. So, there you go.
I like it. I like it a lot.
they got that's a nice young core they got. Bijan Robinson, Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Chris Lindstrom. They added Matthew Bergeron under young alignment. They got a good young core. They just need that quarterback there, and this offense could show some life in the next few years.
Right, and we always talk about like build the team up around you, and then like plug a quarterback in instead of like drafting a guy and being like, "Yo, like save us." But and Ritter was what, a third, fourth round pick, maybe
He was second or third, I forget.
second or third. Okay, but still, yeah, like you said, a young core. They did a lot of work in their secondary and both lines this offseason. Re-signing Chris Lindstrom was huge. Re-signed, I think, Lorenzo Carter as well. Brought in Calais Campbell and Jesse Bates. So hey, they're fixing up their holes, and just maybe Ritter comes in there and it's going to make his job a lot easier. He's a talented quarterback. So
by the way,
I
when I say that I'm confused by the pick, I'm not saying I hate it. I'm just confused by it.
Yeah.
I still think this is still my team to win the division next year. Even with the confusion on the pick. I think there was better places to go considering who they have in the backfield right now before the draft.
The weird thing was this team did not really have a pass rush last season, and the only guy they really brought in was Calais Campbell, who is old.
Yeah.
They didn't really address in the draft. They took Zach Harrison, D 75 overall, but like I might have taken defensive guy first instead of Bijan Robinson.
That's what I was thinking as well. Yeah.
What about the DT from Georgia? Is that what you were thinking there?
He went yeah, he went 10. Yeah, I would have taken Carter over Robinson there, but I think they just went best player available in their mind.
Yeah.
All right, Baltimore Ravens. Their big move was re-signing Lamar. I think that was before. So,
like an hour and a half before the first round.
Yeah, we didn't talk about this. What do you guys think of the Lamar extension?
Glad he got it done, bro.
A lot of money for a guy who can't win a playoff game, but I mean,
wins are not a quarterback sack. Come on, back. Don't be carry right now. Don't be carry right now.
No, it was a good re-signing for them. Although I will say this, if I was Baltimore, I think I still like trading up to get either Bryce Young or CJ Stroud. I still like my draft play better, and then trading Lamar. Just because there's been so much like this between the team and the starting quarterback, and I don't feel like that's a great place to be as an organization. Now, obviously, money fixes all problems, right?
True.
So that might be over and done with, so we don't have to worry about it anymore. But at the same time, like if I'm an organization, I've been having this many problems with a starting quarterback, whether he's good or not. I don't know if it's great for the locker room.
I mean,
to do that.
What happens if he sits out? If he gets injured, he sits out the end of this year too.
That's fair. It's a business too. So
yeah, but
I think with Baltimore, like just the way they play, like think about like traditional team styles. Everybody has like a pretty traditional team style, kind of except Baltimore. They're run first, and it doesn't matter who's the running back in the backfield because you don't know who's getting the ball. But with that being said, when it's time to blow up Baltimore, a year, 2 more years, 3 more years after not making a deep playoff run, I don't know the future. But when it's time to blow up Baltimore, you're going to have to really blow it up because you can't plug another quarterback in that system with that coach and the way they play besides Lamar. Maybe Jalen Hurts. But I think they're just trying to, they drafted a receiver, Zay Flowers. That was one of the ones I called. That was such a Ravens pick. They got Rashad Bateman coming back. They got OBJ, paying him 15 guaranteed, 18 overall. But I think they're just trying to do one more shot with Lamar, and they've never really put crazy weapons around him, and this is probably the best he's ever had. And don't disrespect leaving out Mark Andrews, but they can win the way they play. So just see how far that takes them.
Yeah, they had a really good draft besides Lamar. They got Trent Simpson late, who many people thought was the best linebacker in the draft.
Yeah.
They traded Roquan last year, so he'll probably take over for Roquan this year. And the other one I loved, I don't know if you guys heard of him, but Andrew Voorhees. He's the guy that tore his ACL at the combine. But he's going to be out this year, but he's expected to be a second or third round pick before the injury. They picked him up in the 7th round. That's a great steal. Pick up a guy.
What was he doing?
I forget what, but he tore his ACL at the combine. It was
I think he was doing a 3-cone or something.
Yeah, but good pickup in the late round. I mean,
stash a linebacker,
offensive lineman, stash him. Yeah.
No, offensive lineman sitting down for a whole year, bro. I don't know.
Hey, in the 7th round, it's worth a pickup.
That's true. It's worth a try.
Yeah.
But yeah, win for them just getting Lamar back. All right, Buffalo Bills. They had a kind of surprising draft. The 2 big names, they took Dalton Kincaid, 25th overall, and then Trevor's Florida boy, Osiris Torrance, 59th overall.
One of the boys.
You guys see them?
Too.
Yeah, they did take Justin
tight end?
Yeah, Dalton Kincaid. I don't know. He got so much love before the draft and the month and a half leading up to the draft. I'm still Michael Mayer. Dalton Kincaid is good, I think, but I'm sold on Michael Mayer. I thought he was the best tight end.
I mean, they just gave Dalton Knox a bunch of money.
Dawson Knox.
Dawson Knox, whatever his name is.
Dalton Schultz.
Yeah, I was surprised them going tight end. Yeah, they did just give Dawson Knox a bunch of money. They still don't have who's their RB1 right now?
James Cook.
There you go. Still don't have an RB1, so that rushing offense still sucks.
Believe in James Cook.
No.
I think he's going to be better than Singletary.
I think he will too.
Well, probably, but I mean that's like saying oh, I'm taller than Frodo from The Hobbit.
Wow.
I'm the tallest midget. Wait, can you say that anymore or no?
Yeah. Hey, now it sounds like Dalvin Cook could be traded or Austin Eckler potentially. So who knows if they go after one of those guys.
I mean, if I was Buffalo, I'd go after Eckler, but
him and Allen would be.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It gives Allen a really easy outlet pass because Eckler's one of the best receiving backs in the NFL. And then you're also talking about, Eckler's not incompetent out of the backfield, running the ball, but the tight end pick was weird. Jacksonville traded back to. I mean, they kind of fleeced a bunch of people in this draft for a lot of picks that they really, and we'll get to it later. I don't think they did that much with, as much as I love the Jags.
He's honest, folks.
They added a linebacker, Dorian Williams from Tulane, Justin Shorter, who's a okay wide receiver.
I was expecting him to take a wide receiver earlier too.
I think he's a good wide receiver. He was just in a bad position with the passing because he was a 4 or 5 star. He transferred from Penn State, but he's got good size. I wouldn't be surprised if he was, not a fan favorite, but maybe a little fan club.
He could be good. So here's my thing. He could be good, but right now he's just a big question mark.
If Gabe Davis was good, I feel like he could do it.
Okay.
All right.
If I was giving it a grade, we need to start doing this.
Oh yeah, we do.
Give it a B-.
I was gonna say the same exact thing, Carrie. Me and you, same wavelength.
B-. Let's start the night out right.
B-.
All right. Next one.
Can we go back to Arizona and grade them real quick, or no?
Yeah, just sure. Quickly. Arizona, I'll give it an A- just for trading up and getting Johnson. Maybe an A. Yeah, A.
I'll give it an A minus.
I'll give it a B plus.
Atlanta Falcons. I'll give it a B minus.
I'll give it a 90.0. I'll give it an A minus.
I'll
Zach?
give it a C plus.
I got a lot of love for that team too. I wish they were.
Baltimore Ravens.
I'll
I'll give an A.
give it a B
I'll give it a
plus.
B plus.
All right. Carolina Panthers. They really only have one big pick and number 1 overall. Did they make the right move, Bryce Young, first overall? I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, that's what I said last week. I was like, the right pick is Bryce Young, bro. For what you have, what you're looking for in the future, take Bryce Young. And he's already smart enough to be an NFL quarterback.
I don't know. We've seen short quarterbacks lately. Not great.
True. I think I sent you guys a ridiculous tweet was saying how much better the Panthers offense is this year than last year.
Yeah.
When they had Christian McCaffrey, DJ Moore, and then that turned into Adam Thielen and Miles Sanders. What? How was that better? How was that better?
Big upgrades this year.
Let me ask you guys something. They picked a quarterback in the 3rd round last year. Usually those guys get at least a shot.
Yeah.
Well, Cora was hurt, though, all last year.
Right? Matt Corral.
Corral.
Well, I guess they'll just see how he is in preseason, and he'll probably be mid.
I mean, last year's quarterback class was so weak. Tennessee's already given up on Willis. Like, this quarterback class isn't that good either, but last year's...
Corral hasn't gotten his shot yet. That's what I'm saying. You don't think he will?
Is he even good enough to get a shot?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm asking. I'm asking you to think.
I don't think his shot will be in Carolina. If he does get a shot, it's not going to be in Carolina.
I think Pickett's the only one that could be an actual NFL starter from last year. I don't think Howell will pan out either.
What about Ritter?
I think Ritter.
Maybe.
I said this when I was on the Leather Brands podcast, but I think Ritter is a dark horse, like good pickup in fantasy this year.
Yeah.
Late rounds.
He's a decent runner.
He's a decent runner. He's got a lot of talented weapons around him who are young. Get it back a healthy Pitts this year. Maybe he can do something. I don't know. Just saying.
All right. They also have Jonathan Mingo, 39th overall. What do you guys want to give this grade? Nothing real exciting after that.
Carolina?
I'll give them a B plus.
I won't go plus, but I'm squarely on a B. It's perfectly fine. They did perfectly fine.
That's true. Nice. B minus. Like an 83.5.
All right, Chicago Bears. They shocked me. I really thought they were going to take Peter Skoronski, 10th overall. They ended up taking Darnell Wright, offensive tackle to Tennessee.
Yeah,
what do you guys think?
He's a beast.
Yeah.
He's a big boy.
Big boy.
Zach, I don't know if you remember this. You might remember him a little better if you saw him in person. But their 2nd round pick, Gervon Dexter out of Florida.
Yeah.
Bro, we used to see him at the community center all the time.
Really?
In Lakeland High School. Yeah, he was always there, bro. So, 2nd round pick.
There you go.
2 2nd-round
Also, also Miami guy was taken by Chicago.
Ooh.
Tyreek Stevenson. I'll tell you what. Miami's defensive backs that are horrible in college are great in the NFL.
Bro, I can't believe what happened to Marco Wilson after Florida just awful, bro. He killed the combine. He's an athletic freak, so somebody drafted him, Arizona. Bro, he did good. He picked off Brady twice in a game. He had a great rookie season.
I mean,
yeah.
Sam Shields is probably our biggest defensive back in the past 10 years.
That was nostalgic. You remember that Philadelphia versus Green Bay game?
Yeah.
Way back then, Michael Vick and that defense, Sam Shields.
Sam Shields is like a 2-time Pro Bowler, and I'm not kidding. That man in college couldn't cover me on an out route.
Who are you talking about, Tyreek Smith?
No, I'm talking about Sam Shields. It's horrible in college. The worst cornerback I've ever seen in college. Athletic freak. We had him return kicks and stuff, but horrible cover corner. And then the NFL, he turns into a 2-time Pro Bowler.
All right, let me ask you guys something. Peak for peak, they're both at the top of their game. Who are you going to send out there as safety? Ramon Williams or Keith Tandy?
What kind of question is this?
Trev
Bro,
Scott.
they both were really hot for like 2 months in their career. Or like 2 or 3 months. Like a whole half a season. Oh, ask your brother who Keith Tandy is, bro. Zane knows. I promise Zane knows who Keith Tandy is.
I'd probably go Williams over Tandy.
All right, they also added running back Rashawn Johnson from Texas, and they added Penei Sewell's brother, linebacker Noah Sewell. What are we guys giving this grade for this draft?
I tell you what,
Tyler Scott.
I actually like this. I like who they got here.
Dang. This is
I'm
kind
gonna
of
give them
underrated.
I think I'm gonna give them my first A, but it's an A minus.
I'm going to give it a B.
I'm
Solid.
going to give him a B, a little bit better than the one we just did.
They seem to be horrible drafting a lineman, though, so I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
After
Not as
Jenkins.
bad. They're not as bad as Las Vegas. So
It's true. All right, Cincinnati Bengals end up taking Miles Murphy in the first round, 28th overall. Added DJ Turner, cornerback in the second round. Purdue wide receiver Charlie Jones later. What are we thinking? Wasn't really a great.
I think this was the last player. that I
okay,
called
first
the
off, their last pick they misspelled the name of the player on Pro Football Network. So instead of going to Pro Football Network for your football stuff, come to Beerly.
Flash hook.
DJ
Always come to
Ivy,
Beerly.
not DJ Ivory.
Dang.
That's so rude.
246 overall, though. Like,
Very rude.
I get it.
So rude. All right.
Princeton wide
Hunter
receiver.
got picked before him, Zach.
IO
Interesting.
Sivas? Is that how you say his last name?
No,
Princeton-
Brad Robbins. Bro, that is such a punter name. Brad Robbins.
I thought you were talking about a
Prince.
Prince.
That guy's name and see what he looks like.
Brad Wingbetter.
I
He
thought you were
looks
talking about
almost-
the 6th round pick out of Princeton.
I didn't know that.
That's definitely a punter name too.
I didn't know they had a football team.
Andre Iosivas.
Iosivas. Yeah, bro.
That
sounds like
that
big ass
name,
Miami
I
guy,
tell you
though.
what, guys, that name screams to me something.
Hey,
Scout team.
hey. When you
Not a
think of the
Princeton,
Bengals,
bro.
when you think of the Bengals' great receiving core, Chase, Boyd, Higgins, and then now you're gonna think of Andre Iosivas.
Probably not, bro.
They
Hey,
have.
Charlie Jones is good though.
Yeah,
Little
he
white-
is. He's really good. If he had had a decent quarterback in college, he'd have been incredible.
You don't like Aiden O'Connell? We'll talk about him later.
That's not his name.
Aiden O'Connell,
That is not his name, bro.
you guy?
Yeah.
What's not his name?
No way. That's not even close.
I feel like I'm close. Or am I confusing it?
It's Sam Hartman.
Sam Hartman is not the Purdue quarterback. You
That's
idiot.
Wake
Who is
Forest.
that?
No,
Wake
Sam
Forest.
Hartman's now the Notre Dame quarterback.
Oh, he
Not
was
bad.
at Wake Forest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's really good.
He was
I-
on
he's gonna go
QB1
off.
with Justin Fields.
Yeah, he's good.
Did he have a good
Great
season
Netflix
at
show.
Notre
They
Dame?
should bring it back. I'm really sad
No.
that it's not back.
He just transferred to Notre Dame.
Oh,
this
does
year.
he have to, bro? You can't just go ball out of Wake Forest being 6 feet tall and like say you're
He's
gonna
good.
be.
He's gonna ball to Notre Dame this year.
He's
He
an
balls for
incredible
Notre Dame.
quarterback.
You should get
They're
drafted.
good.
He's the best quarterback in high school in that class. He's better than
They got
Justin
him as
Fields
6'1".
as a passer.
That's a lie, bro.
He's a
All
better
right,
passer
great
than
for-
Justin Fields. Period.
Great for the
6'1".
Bengals.
Huh?
Great for the Bengals.
I actually like their picks. I'm gonna give them a B plus.
B minus.
Bro, why did Jordan Battle go in the 3rd round?
That's what I'm saying. They pick up Jordan Battle in the 3rd round. That's a good pick. Charlie Jones in the 4th. Great pick.
I'm gonna give this like a C plus. Nothing really jumps off the page at me.
Nothing exciting.
Nothing
All
that
right.
I'm reading this. This is all from my memory. Promise.
Cleveland Browns, they didn't have a pick till 74th overall. They did, as we mentioned earlier, DeJuan Jones Guy wanted to play in the NBA, not NFL. They took him 11th overall.
Good pick.
What do you guys like Dorian Thompson-Robinson, the UCLA quarterback? Took 140.
DTR was a cool college quarterback. I don't know about NFL. That kind of screams to me scout team as well.
Yeah,
he's a backup.
Do they not have draft picks because of Deshaun?
Yeah, they traded him all to Houston.
Yeah.
I know Luke Weichler, they took 190, was expected to go a lot higher, and people really like him, interior lineman.
Out of Ohio State, yeah.
I know they got Jones, but nothing really crazy. I'll give him a B-.
I think for what they had, I'm going to give them a B. I mean, no first or second round picks. It's tough to draft incredibly, but I mean, they did a pretty good job with what they had.
And they traded for Elijah Moore, giving up their second round pick. That's where their second went.
Yeah.
Trevor?
Which I think is a good addition as well. Elijah Moore, good wide receiver.
Is the Browns?
Do you ever listen?
No, I don't know why. I was just reading an article about Dak Prescott.
All right,
the Browns.
Dallas Cowboys. Then I don't know if you guys were watching. ESPN talked for 10 minutes about how they're going to take Michael Mayer at 26.
Yeah,
10 minutes. And they kept showing him, and then they took the random defensive tackle.
Yeah, that was baffling. That was baffling.
I was really surprised.
I really don't like their draft.
They needed a defensive tackle, but a lot of people said they could have got him later. There was no real defensive tackle worth taking in the first round. Luke Schoonmaker, kind of an iffy. I would have taken Mayer over him.
And it's not even. Wait, he went before Mayer?
No,
but they had a chance to draft Mayer.
You're right.
But I mean, supposedly this is the best tight end class in a long time. Supposedly
it is.
Yeah, it is. They got a bunch of good tight ends.
I think like 9 got drafted in the first 2 rounds. Something crazy.
Oh, not that this is like a generational talented one.
There's just a lot of really good ones. No great ones, but hey, it's who's the Georgia guy? Brock Bowers. He's going top 5 next year.
Where did Darnell Washington go?
Darnell went to the Steelers. He fell to 3rd. I guess
of course he did, bro.
Injury concern. That guy's nasty though.
It's just even more reason for me to be a hater.
Yeah,
so Zach.
I really don't like their draft. I think Mozzie Smith was a reach at 26. Shoemaker's good, but he's not as good as Michael Mayer, and they had a chance to get him in round 1 after the Bills traded up to take Kincaid. I think the ESPN crew is correct in that they should have taken Mayer, and they didn't. So they ended up with a worse tight end because of it.
They got some guys with some interesting names, though. So
that's a fact. That's why I give them a C+. Just show me something, bro.
I'm giving them a C-. I really hated the Cowboys draft.
You see, they got Deuce Vaughn though.
I'm gonna let him cook. Did
you guys see how tall Deuce Vaughn is?
Nah,
he's like
he's 5'5", a 5'5" running back.
Hey. Darren Sproles like 5'6".
Yeah, that's taller than 5'5".
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm giving him a C. All right, Denver Broncos. They did not have a first-round pick either. They took Marvin Mims Jr., wide receiver, 63rd overall. Taking a wide receiver first. Maybe does that mean Sutton or Judy gets traded? They took Drew Sanders, who's regarded as one of the top linebackers, 67. And they took a white corner.
Riley Moss out of Iowa.
A white corner.
Safe, bro, no way.
In the 3rd round?
No. Have you guys...
It's going to be like Troy Apke. Troy Apke was the corner, and then he came and played safety in the NFL.
No. Have you guys heard of the other corner? Supposedly, Iowa has another white cornerback that's supposed to be a lottery pick next year.
Oh, Iowa.
I think Oklahoma has a white corner as well.
This guy's supposed to be like a top 13 pick next year. White corners are back, boys.
No, white people are evolving. I'm serious. White women have already evolved. Now all white people are evolving.
So I'm pulling another beer can out of a box of random cans. So you guys are going to be surprised as much as I am.
Does Iowa have a single non-white defensive player in their team?
It's Miller White.
Bro, that's like
I Actually, though,
Suns basketball team, like back when they were good.
Yeah.
It was like all except like one or two were all white.
they had 3 white defensive players drafted. It was
Like,
Lucas
bro,
Van
like-
Ness, Jack Campbell.
Bro, Iowa,
Is
they got them
Iowa.
corn farmers out there. Them corn farmers built different.
Can I ask you guys something?
What?
I don't even know if I should say it, but hopefully this isn't offensive. Is white power like always a derogatory thing?
It's not derogatory, but it is racist.
Oh, well, or that. Because I'm trying to find words to like describe what fueled a team led by Frank Kaminsky to a national championship.
I don't know.
Like,
I need
especially
you to
over
stop.
that Kentucky
Hey.
team, bro.
Hey, stop.
Let's move on.
Stop.
That Kentucky team? What? Julius
All right,
Randle?
what'd you give the Broncos grade? They didn't have much to deal with, but I'll give them B minus.
I'll give a C.
I like Drew Sanders.
I do like Drew Sanders as well.
Trevor?
You didn't like Drew Sanders when we recorded last time.
Yeah, you said in the first round. I like him at 67 overall.
I had him pick 31, I think. But yeah, was not cooking.
All right.
Actually, I'm gonna change mine. I'm gonna go B.
Did you do that? All right, here was probably the most random draft of any team. Nobody cares about your opinion, Trevor. The Detroit Lions, who messed up every little draft mock nerd person with their picks. First of all, Jahmyr Gibbs, I don't know why they took him at 12 overall.
That's
Jack
wild.
Campbell, nobody expected to go in the first round, 18 overall. They took Sam Laporte at 34 over Michael Mayer. The one steal they got was Brian Branch falling at 45.
I was so pissed.
And then the other one, Hendon Hooker, 68th overall. So a lot of interesting choices. What do we think about those boys?
Oh.
I was triggered by the Detroit Lions picks.
They're just weird.
I agree they should have took Mayer over Laporta, but bro, I overvalued him last week, but I love Jahmyr Gibbs. That's a great pick.
At 12?
Yes.
Nobody was going to take him in the
We'll
top
see,
20.
bro. Okay, but if you trade back, you risk it. You got him. I love it. I think he's going to win Rookie of the Year. Fuck it. Rookie of the Year, Jahmyr Gibbs. Lock it in. That's my first prediction for next year.
Like, Jack Campbell is a Dan Campbell guy, and I think he'll do well there, but they could have got him in, like, the beginning of the second round. 18?
Yeah.
You don't know if they could have got him in the second round, bro. This draft was crazy.
But picking up Brian Branch at 45 is crazy.
That was a steal, yeah. I know you wanted the Jags to get him at 26 or whatever it was.
I wanted
Wow, was it?
I wanted
What?
him so bad.
All right, Hendon Hooker, what'd you guys think? Taking him 68th overall, is that a good stash?
Yeah. I like him.
He's only 3 years younger than Jared Goff.
I know, it's crazy.
But
Lions have not had they haven't had a good backup quarterback in a long time,
Yeah.
so they have a better backup.
Yeah. I agree.
What, is he the QB of the future?
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
know. See,
But we'll
it's,
see.
I heard there was rumors today about Goff getting an talk between Goff and the Lions about getting extension, so we'll see.
I would not be shocked. He's played out of his mind last season.
I'm gonna grade this a B+ on a test you didn't study for.
I'm going to B minus.
I'm going to go B, right in between you guys. Just where I like it.
All right, Green Bay Packers. They continued the tradition of not taking a skill player in the first round. Lucas Van Ness, 13th overall. I don't know if you guys saw it, but his dad grabbed his girlfriend's ass twice.
Wait, what?
Yo, with NFL players, that happens at
He
least
saw it.
twice a year now.
Wait, what?
Smacked that.
I didn't
Yeah.
see this.
She was thick too. She wasn't that thick, but like there was something there. Something jiggled. But no, that happens. Like who did it happened before, right?
Yeah, I remember. I forget who it was, but I remember that
It's
before.
like a trend now. I hope
You
this
can
keeps
tell.
going on as long as the women are okay with it. But
All right, after that, they took tight end Luke Musgrove at 42, wide receiver Jaden Reed at 50, and another tight end, Tucker Kraft, at 78. Also took Penn State quarterback Sean Clifford, 149 overall. What do you guys think?
I'm still thinking about whose dad it was the first time. I feel like it was like a star player's dad too.
I can't remember. remember. It might have been like NBA or something. I don't know if it was NFL or not.
Might have been a basketball. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like a. Oh, it was JJ. What's his name? For Michigan, the quarterback.
JJ McCarthy, yeah.
McCarthy, yeah, it was him. His dad was like grabbing his girlfriend's badonkadonk, bro, but she was seriously thick. This Van Ness girl was, I mean, she had it. She goes to the gym, but McCarthy's girl was, she was shaking the earth, and the earth was
Oh
shaking her
wow, he
back.
actually did smack her ass. Wow, that's
Yeah.
wild. Sorry,
I
I've
don't
been
blame
distracted
him.
trying to
McCarthy's
figure
dad-
out how to watch that dad smack his son's
That's Iowa
girlfriend's
for you,
ass.
boys.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
I know, right? It's fucked up.
And Iowa, that's like really like close to like incest land. You know, a lot of white people, but
Well-
Michigan is west enough.
I don't know.
Michigan is west enough to where, fuck it, I would have done it too.
Shut up. Do you think it was a reach at 13 taking Van Ness?
I mean, he's a good
Yeah,
player. I think it is a reach, though. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna give him a B minus actually.
I am going to give them a B.
Trevor?
I'm a tough grader. That was a C plus.
Ooh.
13th
All right.
overall.
Houston Texans.
Terrible.
Kind of a little surprising. They ended up taking CJ Stroud at 2, and then here's the real surprise. They're trading up and getting Will Anderson at 3.
That was nuts, but I'm here for it.
Facts.
Those are 2 pieces of the franchise right there.
Yeah. That's awesome. I think this was definitely Houston, like, okay, we're going for everything we got. We're giving it all on one draft.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, one guy that I really think is going to pan out is Henry Toto.
If you could say it.
Toto.
Yeah, I think he was like the best player out of high school. He went to Tennessee. He was great, but Tennessee sucked. So then he transferred to Bama. That is such a crazy thing to do, bro. Like, he just had, like, you know, school pride and hating Alabama, all that, whatever. You guys suck. I'm going to go play at Alabama. But he's a really good player. He like Manti Te'o with a real girlfriend.
At least Houston's starting to get some good pieces. Like, they didn't have much to pass. They got Derek Stingley last year, Damian Pierce, John Mechie should be back this season. Stroud, Anderson, starting to get a good young core there in Houston. Just because those 2 big picks, I like it. I'm gonna give them an A minus.
I'm right with you, Kerry. A minus.
Trev Daddy.
A minus.
Wow, look at that.
What? Green. All right, Indianapolis Colts. I just want to say I want to see Gardner Minshew at least get a chance to start. Don't put Richardson right away. I know they're going to, but
Put
give
Anthony
Minshew.
Richardson right away. See what happens. Watch him fail.
And Anthony Richardson, 4th overall. This took Kansas State defense back Julius Brents at 44. A-Rich, the big one. We didn't know who the Colts were going to take. A-Rich, Trevor, I'll let you take this one. You're UF boy.
I saw this thing in the draft that they thought the Titans were going to trade up to get Anthony Richardson, and all these people were hyping up. They were like, "Oh, they're going to run for all these yards a game. They're going to dominate on the ground." Which, I mean, they probably would. But this guy quote tweeted it with a picture of Elite Eight. I'm like, just send all 8, bro. If you got Anthony Richardson and Derrick Henry back there, I love it. 4th overall, I love it. I think Minshew should definitely start right away.
I
Find him and learn, bro. Maybe
That's
like
why I didn't like Erich on there. He's not ready. He's not ready to start. He needs to sit for a bit at least.
Okay, yeah, and he can sit there. That's
I
fine.
don't
He's
think-
a very
I
good
don't
pick.
think-
You
I
want
don't
him to go to
think-
Seattle, bro.
They're not going to sit him. They're going to start him over Minshew.
No,
You
they're
know.
not. Bro.
Jim Irsay, the guy that was like tweeting out what players should we take.
Bro, that guy is so funny, bro. And bro, he was dead serious too. It's an old white guy.
Yeah, he's like,
Wasn't joking. He was serious.
Yeah.
should we take Will Levis in the 2nd round? Like what?
That would be crazy if he did start right away, though. I'd love to see it. Might buy a jersey. If he plays good for 3 weeks straight, I'll buy a jersey.
So I saw an interesting thing on Twitter the other day about how the Colts drafted, and they basically took the most athletic player at every position and drafted that person. It's some arbitrary score given based on combine numbers, to that kind of grants a person athletic ability score or something like that, like AAI or AAS or something like that. I can't remember. But they basically took the most athletic player available at every position.
Well, basically, one of them will hit. If we draft the freakiest players, some of them got to be good at football.
I do like just another shout out to my my college team, Will Mallory. Will Mallory in the 5th round he's a pretty good tight end. He's gonna be fine. I don't know how great he's gonna be at the NFL level, but he's a good blocker and he's a good receiver, so he should be good there. I'm kind of with Kerry. I had a conversation with my dad about this, but like, I don't like taking like if I was an NFL owner, I wouldn't take a quarterback in the 1st round that I didn't believe was ready to start right away. Like a first round pick should make an immediate impact on your team.
No, but there's some that how many star quarterbacks have we seen sit the first year and they weren't ready? Patrick Mahomes wasn't ready his first year.
I'll say this: when you get to like the 3rd, 4th round and you're drafting quarterbacks back there, those guys suck usually.
Yeah, but you wait for a guy that is NFL ready,
Mr. Relevant
in the 1st round.
But like, if he sucks and then you wait,
Aaron
he's gonna double
Rodgers
suck.
wasn't NFL ready.
Okay, bro, you have unicorns here and there.
How many quarterbacks are ready their first year?
I understand that, but like, you need a guy that is NFL ready.
Only
That
guys like
being said,
Chuck
I
and
think
Herbert.
so. Let me break this down for you real quick because it's clear that my point's not coming across, and I want to, break it down for you guys. Okay, so let's say in the 1st round I were to pick an Aaron Rodgers, and let's say I didn't have Brett Favre on my team. Let's just say that, okay? Because the real reason Aaron Rodgers didn't start right away is because he was behind Brett Favre, not because he wasn't NFL ready or because he wasn't good enough to play in the NFL. Is because Brett Favre was the starting quarterback of the of that team, and that's why Aaron Rodgers didn't start. Okay, let's be real about the situation.
Why didn't Josh Allen start? He wasn't ready.
I agree.
Why did Lamar Jackson not start? He wasn't ready.
I agree.
None of these quarterbacks are ready. Patrick Mahomes wasn't because Smith was there and he wasn't ready. But
well, I actually do think, it's because Smith was there and Smith was playing okay at quarterback. And they didn't need to make an immediate change.
Yeah.
Okay. Indianapolis just got rid of Matt Ryan. They brought in Gardner Minshew, who I think is a pretty good quarterback. But every NFL team doesn't seem to think so for some reason. Can't imagine why. So, I mean, this is... I've said this about Anthony Richardson since the beginning of the draft process. This is at least a 2-year project.
I'd agree.
This guy has to sit for 2 years, learn the speed of the game at the NFL level to be able to play at that level.
But like, is this an offense you're scared of? Jonathan Taylor was awful last year. Michael Pittman, Alec Pierce, Kylan Granson, tight end 1. Like, this is not going to help out a rookie quarterback. That's
Will Mallory, tight end 1 now, baby.
Yes, so. Oh, I forgot about Mo Cox too. But
here's what's gonna happen. Gardner Minshew's gonna be playing around week 10. They're gonna be a few games under 500.
There's no way he lasts that long. No way. I'll bet on that.
Gardner Minshew at 10.
He's not lasting past week 5.
If they're losing, no.
AR's gonna be playing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nah, Minshew's to like week 10.
They're gonna throw AR to the Wolves, and you're gonna watch this man crumble like a Jenga tower.
When have you seen the Colts make the right decision at quarterback in the last 10 years?
Okay, bro, what does that have to do with this pick?
They're horrible at quarterbacks. They're going to throw him to the Wolves right away. Mark my words. I'm right.
Week 10, he's going to come in and he's going to be all right. He's going to be like Justin Fields, maybe.
I'll give him a B-.
You think he'll be like Justin Fields?
I'll give him a C+. No, I think he's worse than Justin Fields.
Justin Fields is pretty bad.
Okay. So when we look at tape, okay, because that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tape, not stats. I'm talking about tape. Look at Justin Fields in college.
In college, Fields better. Richardson was not good in college.
That's all we have to go on. We don't have any NFL tape of Anthony Richardson. We can look at Justin Fields in college. Look at Anthony Richardson in college. Who missed so many easy throws in college football? It wasn't Justin Fields.
You gotta sign a pledge.
It wasn't Justin Fields. It was Anthony Richardson.
Do you remember that game Richardson was like 4 for 20 or something?
Yes, I do. That's what I'm saying. That's why this guy is a 2 to 3 year project.
You hated him last year.
Huh?
You hated him last year.
Okay, how about now?
Awful.
No, you didn't, bro. It doesn't matter how you look in college. How you gonna look in the NFL? That's what matters.
If you look bad in college, you probably aren't going to look good in the NFL.
Bro,
Zach,
you must have looked good enough to take 4th overall.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, God.
Your babies. Let's hear your thoughts.
Listen, I am a big-time Jags fan, okay? That being said, I fucking hated this draft. Okay? And that is because...
Tank Brisby.
Bigsby.
That is actually a pick I don't hate that much. Okay, let me be clear. I don't hate any of the picks. They're not horrible. The problem is, none of them are great picks. And that's what I have a problem with. We trade back twice, and I'm thinking, oh, we're getting as much as we can because we know none of these guys are taking Brian Branch. And I'm like, sick. That's awesome. Okay, we can get Brian Branch for a lot less, or for a later pick, and get picks on top of that in later rounds. That's awesome. I'm hype. I'm like, go Jags. We're cooking right now. We're cooking. And we was not cooking. And if we was cooking, we was microwaving chicken tenders.
That was a good one.
It was the most mid-draft of all time. And for that reason, I mean, look at these names. Anton Harrison's not a bad offensive tackle, but he's not. I don't think he's one of the better ones, or one of the best ones. One of the top
What's going to
ones.
happen when Robinson's back? Does he start over Little?
Huh?
Will he start over Little once Robinson's back?
I don't know. I have no idea. That's why I didn't love taking an OT. I mean, I get that we're going to struggle a little bit without Cam Robinson, but I'd much rather fill another position that we need rather than one guy that's going to be suspended for probably half the year.
Isn't Little pretty good?
Little is very good. He was like a diamond in the rough. Like, we found him out of nowhere, and he's like incredible.
What are they going to do once, like, in the future?
That's what I'm saying, Kerry. This shit don't make sense.
Is Robinson a free agent next year or something? I don't know.
I think he might be, but even then, like, I'd rather they re-sign him. I'd rather they re-sign him. Anyway, then they take Brenton Strange, a tight end in the second round, which pissed me off. Because, yes, Brenton Strange, athletic tight end. He can work the field vertically as a receiver. I think he's a slightly better blocker than Evan Ingram. But we have Evan Ingram. We don't need another receiving tight end. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't help our team immediately. So our first two picks, immediately, I'm like, okay, I get the offensive tackle, but I don't love it. Brenton Strange just confuses me. It's a strange pick. Tank Bigsby is the first pick that I'm like, okay, that's the guy we needed. We needed a power inside the tackle, or inside the guard, like, tight running back. Ventrell Miller, linebacker out of Florida, he's okay.
Kathleen High School.
Shout out to Kathleen High School. He probably got taught by my mom.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
She worked at Kathleen for a little bit, dude.
Hey, you got a fullback, though.
Sick.
Ew. What?
240 overall, Derek Parrish at the University of Houston.
I think you're looking... Oh, yeah, Derek Parrish. Yeah. Sweet.
Did they even have a fullback last year? I don't think so.
Oh my god, because we needed one so bad.
I
remember how we lost that last game in the playoffs because we didn't have that great fullback. I remember that. Do you guys remember that?
Greg
Me
Jones?
too.
I remember that.
Greg Jones? He was like the best Madden tight end, bro, and he played for the Jags.
Yeah, I don't like him either. I'd give a C.
Being a Bucks fan, I really like the other Florida teams. Like, we got 3 like pretty cool teams in the state.
Yeah, you're not even a Bucks fan.
Yeah, I am, bro.
So all that being said, I'm giving them a C plus. If they had addressed the needs we have in the secondary, that would have been cool. We didn't draft a cornerback. We didn't draft a defensive back until the 5th round. And we took a cornerback in the 5th, a cornerback in the 6th, a safety in the 6th.
Horrible.
It's just like, what are those guys going to do? Come on, guys. It's fucking embarrassing.
All right.
Ventrell Miller can fly sideline to sideline.
We have 2 linebackers that already do that.
Well, now you have...
Foyesade Alukum.
We have Foyesade Alukum, and we have Devin Lloyd, who was a fantastic linebacker last year. Oh, no.
Right.
Oh, wait, hold on. I lost my video. Hold on. God damn it. I hate myself. Okay. Trevor, you didn't give your grade, by the way.
What?
You didn't give your grade.
For the Jags?
He doesn't know what plane he's on right now.
Jags.
C minus.
All right,
I like y'all. Y'all are cool to like. I like the y'all are cool.
Let's try to speed it up from here.
Okay.
Here's a pretty boring draft. Kansas City Chiefs. They took edge Felix and Duque Uzuma, 31 overall. They also took SMU wide receiver Rashee Rice at 55. Depends like he could be a replacement for McCole Hardman. Any thoughts on this? Nothing really crazy here.
It's
Never heard of
decent.
any of the players, bro.
It's decent, not great. I think it was slightly better than the Jags. I'm giving it a B minus.
Yeah,
This
B
is
minus.
like they turned in a test, but it was in Spanish, so F.
All right, Las Vegas Raiders took Tyree Wilson. I know you both of you had him going higher. He went
He's
7th overall. Michael Mayer, a steal, 35 overall.
Yeah.
Purdue quarterback Aiden O'Connell, 135.
An Alabama player in the 3rd round. That's
Hey, I love the Mayer one. He's going to be a good replacement for Darren Waller. And Tyree Wilson and Max Crosby. That's good punch on that front 7.
Yeah.
Purdue's a
I
project
like this
player,
draft,
so-
actually. This is the first time that I've liked a Raiders draft in a long time. I'm gonna give it a solid B plus.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't take a corner early enough, but I think Wilson and Mayer are both good picks right away. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a B plus too. Trevor?
Here we go, A minus minus.
All right, LA Chargers. They had a surprising pick, 1st overall, Quentin Johnson. I thought they were going to take another wide receiver there.
Yeah.
Big one though, Max Duggan, 239th overall. Trevor, can he challenge Justin Herbert for the franchise quarterback in LA? Max Duggan, what's your thoughts?
All right, man. Look, these are the teams that draft their quarterback, right? The Panthers, the Texans, the Colts, the Titans, the Lions, the Saints, the Rams, the Raiders, the Cardinals, the Browns, the Packers, the Vikings. All of those, no big quarterbacks came to mind. And the Los Angeles Chargers. Interesting, bro. I find that very interesting. Max Duggan was a dog in high school, bro.
In high school?
Yeah, I don't know. TCU, like...
I think
You know what?
Duggan... So,
I've always said Justin Herbert is going to be a backup in, like, I don't know if I said 3 or 4 or 2. I think I said 3 or 4 more years. So, I mean, somebody's got to take his job one day. It might be Max Duggan. That'd be pretty
did they re-sign Easton Stick, or did they let him go?
He's still there. I think they think that Duggan can replace Stick as the backup.
That's what I'm thinking as well, because they're kind of the same player.
I think Chase Dano retired, I believe. So Stick would be QB2 and Duggan 3.
Yeah.
Did you guys like Quentin Johnson? Did you like Quentin Johnson at 21 though?
I mean, I don't love the pick. I thought it was odd. He's a big wide receiver, which kind of fits the kind of wide receivers that they have there. I mean, I think Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, big-bodied guys that can go out over people and make catches. Certainly not as talented as some of the wide receivers on the board there, but I mean,
I feel like Zay Flowers would have been a better fit there.
Yeah, probably. I think that Quentin Johnson fits their mold that they have at the wide receiver position right now, which maybe isn't the best one.
That's fair. They also picked Tuli Tipalalo, whatever that is. Replaced Drew Tranquil. I'm gonna give it a B minus. Nothing crazy. I pronounced that great. Shut up,
I'm gonna say B minus as well, Kerry.
Trevor.
I saw somebody that was like, so our 3 best wide receivers are Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, and Mike Williams. And they said we're going to replace Mike Williams with Mike Williams.
Yeah, basically.
But that's just the way they play. They don't have guys that fly over the middle really. Like,
Well,
they
Darius
go out
Davis
and they get open.
in the 4th round. What is he? 5'10", 175?
He sounds like he could fly across the middle, but 4th round, almost 5th,
Yeah.
judging it.
I mean, with that healthy, that's getting a deep wide. I mean, Joshua Palmer is wide receiver 4 right now, who Trevor called the most underrated wide receiver in the NFL last year. So,
Yeah.
Hey, production.
all right, let's get it. We got probably the 2 most boring drafts coming up. LA Rams, they haven't had a first-round pick in like 24 years. They took Steve Avila, offensive guard, who should start for them at 36. But the big one, Stetson
Not
Bennett.
big. That's
One-
not big.
128 overall? A little bit of a reach there.
Man,
We like-
listen, guys. The guy's like 83 years old, but he
People
knows how to
find-
win.
He's going 7th round.
Guy's like 83, but he knows how to win. Can't knock him.
I could see Stetson Bennett working out in a offense for the Rams there.
I could too. He's basically Matthew Stafford is like he is currently, like on the edge of retirement. Like
They're going to be like, you know the way you just threw it to those wide open guys at Georgia? And he's going to be like, yeah. They're going to be like, all right, just do it to Cooper Kupp. He's going to be open. Like, just throw to him every play, bro.
yeah, basically.
I think he could be a decent system quarterback in the NFL.
I do too.
Like
For
I
about
think if
3 years, and then he
Oh.
retires because he's getting like past that age where he's in his prime.
he's up there. They're pretty boring drafts. I'm gonna get about B minus.
Puka Nakua. I love that guy's name.
I'm
What
gonna
do you
go C plus.
I thought they said Bryce Young in the 3rd round.
Yes. Trevor?
Yes.
Boring. AF.
All right, no. This is the most boring draft. Miami Dolphins. They had 4 picks.
Oh, because they lost their 1st round
They
pick.
took Cam Smith, cornerback out of South Carolina, 51st overall, and they took Texas A&M running back Devin DeChain, who I guess people think maybe Rookie of the Year contender, as that Miami backfield's kind of a mess, but nothing really crazy.
I actually like the is it a chain or I thought it was a cane?
Kane, I'm not sure how to pronounce it.
Anyway, I actually like him in the 3rd round. Fast running back, runs hard. Getting him in the 3rd, I think, is a pretty good deal, considering a lot of people were saying that he was probably the 4th or 5th best running back in this draft. I like him in the 3rd round. So, but yeah, only four picks is tough. And they didn't really address their offensive line outside of the 7th round pick, Ryan Hayes.
The one thing I was really surprised about, this Dolphins team really does not have many tight ends. Durham Smythe is the current tight end 1.
Yeah.
They didn't really replace Gesicki, though Gesicki is more of a wideout. I'm surprised they didn't go after a tight end this year. I think they would. If I were Miami, with so many tight ends
What do you mean?
going,
They have Elijah Higgins out of Stanford.
I would have traded up for one of those earlier guys.
Probably, yeah. I mean, if they could have traded up and gotten Michael Mayer, I think that would have helped out their offense a lot.
That would be good. They need a good blocker there.
Yeah.
But
Well, and Michael Mayer is not just a one-dimensional tight end. He's like
True.
he's a good blocker and a good receiver. He could
I'm gonna give
immediately make an impact on the field.
I'm gonna give it B for boring.
I'm gonna give it a C for can't wait to move on.
I'm going to give it an A because this is the draft of the season that they go to the Super Bowl. So,
Sure, man.
A.
Okay.
All right, Minnesota Vikings.
Wait, Trevor. What are you putting on a Super Bowl pick for the Dolphins?
I already told you it's going to be Dolphins versus Cowboys. Take it to the bank.
Okay, what would you put on that?
It's sobriety.
hot dogs,
What if
one
neither of
episode.
them get there?
20 hot dogs, one episode.
I like that.
What should I do?
20 hot dogs, one episode.
I'd throw up.
We
10
all
hot,
have to do
10,
it.
10 hot dogs, one episode.
I'll do 10.
Okay.
All right, Minnesota Vikings, Jordan Addison, 23rd overall. Another guy I thought could have gone to the Chargers. Also, Jaron Hall, BYU quarterback later. A lot of people thought they might take Will Levis, but they ended up going with Kirk Cousins for another year and taking a wideout. Addison, Jefferson, is that a better duo than Thielen and Jefferson?
Potentially. I mean, it kind of depends on how Addison develops as a wide receiver, but he's a very good wide receiver. I think potentially could be, and they're kind of developing a young core and wide receivers there, so that's nice.
Kirk Cousins is going to suck the first half of the year.
I mean, KJ Osborne had a good year last year, so he's a kind of a forgotten guy.
Underrated.
Oh, I like him.
Out of University of Miami. Yeah. Underrated wide receiver.
Yeah. Actually, I changed my mind. I don't like him anymore.
I like Addison pick up, though. They had a couple quarterbacks after that. I'm going to give it a B. Actually, B+.
I'm going to give it a B.
C+. I don't like the Vikings.
All right. My team, New England Patriots. I love...
Trevor, or Kerry. Are they going to take a wide receiver, take a quarterback, or trade down?
I don't know if you guys saw the rumor. Supposedly, because the Patriots were at 14, and the Jets were right behind them. But I heard that Belichick wanted to screw over the Jets, so the Patriots traded with the Steelers, so the Steelers could take the last lineman there, and the Jets couldn't draft no lineman. This is supposedly the rumor, which is hilarious.
That is hilarious.
And I hope it's true. Because Jets ended up scrambling and taking Will McDonald at 15, which was kind of a reach. So people thought, they wanted no lineman there, but Belichick screwed him over, and I don't hate that.
Who cares, bro? The Jets are going to go 2-0 against y'all this year for that.
We'll see.
Robert's going to go crazy against y'all for that, bro.
I love the Patriots' first-round pick. Christian Gonzalez, I don't know how he slid.
Great pick.
He's the best corner in the draft for me.
Yes, he was.
I didn't think he's going to be there. I thought the Raiders should have taken him at 8. I love that pick. A rare Belichick win right there. Patriots defense. Defense is playoff team right there. I'm not going to talk about the offense, but the defense.
Yeah. Look at all the offensive players you drafted, Kerry.
Yeah.
You got a guard, another O-lineman, a wide receiver in the 6th round, another wide receiver in the 6th round.
I liked Gonzalez. I liked Keon White at 2. After that, it went downhill for me. I don't know why we took a center, 107th overall, when David Andrews is probably our best lineman. Then we had to take a kicker in the 4th round when we have one of the better kickers in the NFL. Like, as much as I hate on Mac Jones, get the man a wide receiver. Devontae Parker and Juju Smith-Schuster going against the Dolphins, the Jets, and the Bills?
What are you talking about, man? They have Keyshawn Booty.
It's good.
He had a lot of drops. He has potential.
Demario Douglas from Liberty.
Round is good.
Come on.
I think I read the Patriots were the first team since the Raiders when they drafted Janikowski to take a kicker and a punter in the same draft. So that's something.
How much longer does Bill have to? You know how far away he is from the wins record? Like 3 years?
I think it's still a ways away.
Like more than 3? Like 50? More than 50 wins?
I'm not sure exactly, but it's still a bit away. I know.
How many wins did y'all have last year?
9, I think.
Oh, 9.
9.
I feel like he's just like, you know what?
Yeah.
Just gonna keep recreating the same team through the draft, through the offseason, and I can get 9 wins a year and for the rest of my career.
Yeah.
Just keep doing the same thing over and over again and get 9 wins every year.
I mean, that's what Lovie Smith did in Chicago when he got fired.
I think as long as Bill beats the Jets, he's happy. That's all he wants.
0-2, bro. Trust me.
I'll give it an A- though, just because I love that Gonzalez pick. The rest of the draft is kind of mad for me, but Gonzalez was just a steal at 17.
I'm gonna go with a B for
Fair.
Yo, do people in Boston like
Galacek.
Patriots in the area?
What?
Do people in Boston take the Patriots like the way people take the Yankees in New York?
Yes.
That serious?
Yes.
Yeah.
Boston, the New England
Yeah.
Patriots? So you think these players are nervous a little bit?
What? What are you reading off of?
I don't know. That's crazy, though. This is cool. It's a lot of rookies.
Come on.
No, I'm not.
All right, New Orleans Saints. Another kind of boring draft. Brian Breezy, who was supposed to be I think he's supposed to be like a top 10 pick before an injury last year, went 29th overall, defensive tackle. Edge rusher Isaiah Foskey at 41, running back Henry Miller. They also took a quarterback out of Fresno State, Jake Hayner at 127. Nothing real exciting. What do you guys think?
Were you surprised they didn't take a wide receiver?
Yes and no. I mean, it's not like they have hopefully Michael Thomas should be healthy.
Yeah, we've been saying that for 2 years now, and where is a man?
Yeah.
What happened with Kamara? Is this suspension over?
I don't even know. I think that's still nobody knows. I did see that.
Drop it, bro. What?
I did see that Henry Miller said I'm going to be the RB1 now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, ballsy. But I do like their receiver. If Thomas ever is healthy, Rashid Shaheed looked good last year, and Chris Olave had a great rookie season.
Yeah.
So if Thomas can at least be somewhat what he used to be.
Be in the building.
Yeah.
Oh, Kendry Miller, the running back out of TCU, had a great combine, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna give him a B-.
I'll give him a B.
For you, Josh Langtop.
What? I don't think I predicted Miles Murphy. I think I predicted Brian Breesy.
Miles Murphy. Trevor, do you even know who we're drafting right now?
Yes, the Saints.
All right.
B-, C+, C+.
All right, New York Giants. People love this draft. Deontay Banks, 24th overall cornerback in Maryland. Also took center John Michael Schmitz at 57, should be day one starter, and wide receiver Jalen Hyatt out of Tennessee. Remember Jalen Hyatt had that like 5 TD game
Against Bama.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, I love what. Tell you what, I love what.
You saw what he did to the Cowboys scout.
I love what Dable has done with the place. I'm just gonna say that.
That's a really good draft. That might be my favorite draft.
It's up there. For sure, it's up there.
I'm gonna give that an A.
I'm gonna give it an A as well.
Why?
John Michael Smith was the best. He's gonna be a quality center in the NFL. Deontay Banks is gonna be a good corner. Jalen Hyatt, at least a wide receiver too.
They get a backup to share the load with Saquon in the 5th round. Eric Gray, who's not great, but he's not terrible. I mean, it's just a really solid draft with positions that they need filling.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give it a B- because I'm kind of hating on Jalen Hyatt a little bit. So B-.
So at least you admit you're a hater.
Uh-huh.
All right, New York Jets. They kind of had a weird draft. I don't think anybody saw Will McDonald, the 4th, going at 15. I mentioned earlier that maybe Belichick tried to screw him up. They needed help at offensive tackles. Didn't really do that. They took Joe Tippmann, the center, at 43. They took Carter Warren at 120. But I don't know. The Jets' O-line, not really. It's not as good as the Packers' O-line was. And, I don't think this offense is that much better than what Rodgers had in Green Bay when he had Devontae Adams.
Okay, but he didn't leave when he had Devontae Adams.
That is true.
He
won 2 MVPs with Devontae Adams.
I mean, I don't know if you saw Randall Cobb sign with him today.
Yeah,
now Randall Cobb, Alan Lazard, Corey Davis,
Garrett Wilson.
Besides Garrett Wilson, Tyler Conklin. Who knows how Breece Hall is going to be after his ACL?
Breece Hall is back, baby. Count it.
I don't know. I don't really love it. I'm gonna give that a C+.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a
C+.
C+ as well.
All right,
It's
here's
okay. It's not the worst thing in the world.
probably my favorite draft. Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Carter, 9th overall. Probably the best player in the draft. Nolan Smith, they somehow got him at 30. Alabama offensive lineman Tyler Steen at 65. Kelly Ringo somehow fell to them at 105. Just a great draft.
Fantastic.
Tanner McKee also should be a good backup for them.
And it really fits in the way they play, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pass rushers, bro. Offensive linemen, defensive backs.
That's 5 Georgia players, defensive players in 2 years. That's nuts.
A-. They're not Georgia players anymore.
A+, honestly.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to give it an A. It's very, very good.
All right. Here's what people probably thought is the second best draft. Pittsburgh Steelers. Broderick Jones, offensive tackle to Georgia, 14th overall. Joey Porter Jr., cornerback at 32. Keanu Benton, defensive tackle at 49. Somehow got Darnell Washington at 93 overall. And Nick Herbert, good linebacker, at 132. I knew you loved the Joey Porter one.
I did. Bro, you can't write a cuter story, you know. It's a beautiful...
It's a beautiful story.
Beautiful thing. It's family, bro. It's family in football. Seriously, what's better than that?
All right, this isn't an episode of Fast and Furious.
Family. Yo, Darnell Washington did not sell the scouts the way he sold Twitter, bro.
Supposedly he is an injury. That's why he fell.
It's bad when big people get injuries, bro.
But they had a great draft. I'm going to give them an A.
I'm going to give them an A as well.
Trevor?
B+.
All right, Niners. Niners had a weird draft. Like, they didn't have a pick till 87 overall. Like, they lost to the Eagles. Eagles got a lot. Niners drafted a kicker 99 overall.
That's wild.
Big Moody. Alabama tight end Cameron Latu does have some potential at 101. Safety Jair Brown at 87. Nothing
Bro,
really.
didn't Latu drop like the wide open touchdown in the championship game?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, I think so.
But I don't know. They don't. Nothing really exciting there.
No, I didn't really like their draft, and for that reason, I'm giving them. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm giving them my first D+.
Wow. I'm gonna give a C. Trevor?
Man, I'm gonna say SF, but only the F. The F Niners. The Francisco Niners.
All right. Seattle Seahawks. They surprised everybody. Took Devin Witherspoon, cornerback, 5 overall. Took wide receiver Jackson Smith, the Jigba at 20th overall. Auburn edge Derek Hall at 37. Zach Charbonnet, running back from UCLA, people really like at 52. People really like this draft.
I do too.
I love it. Yeah.
I feel like they didn't really need Jigba at 20. I mean, it's a great trio, but and Witherspoon.
Say B, bro. Slap Carroll Cook.
Witherspoon and Woolen's gonna be a nasty combo.
Yeah. It's gonna be tough to deal with that coverage in the secondary.
If Geno's good again next year, they could be a sneaky team, another sneaky team in the NFC.
Kind of like they were last year.
Yeah. I'm gonna give A-.
I'm gonna give it B+.
You do that.
It's close to an A-. Very close.
Trevor?
Seahawks, A-.
All right, Trevor, you got this one. First of all, how happy with when Will Levis was not drafted by the Bucs? Second of all, what do you think about the Bucs?
Bro, I seriously thought they were going to take him. Elijah Quincy, they were comparing to Aaron Donald, so whatever. Like
That was
a
but
wild comparison.
They both went to Pitt, so that's why they were, and they're like the same size, height, and weight. That's pretty much the only comparison they were doing, hopefully. But I'm glad we didn't draft Will Levis. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Cody? Have you seen the Cody Mock picture?
No, what?
I'm gonna
Zach,
look
have
it
you
up
seen
now.
it?
Explain it
But
to
I'm
me.
looking it up as we speak. Hello.
He was a tight end when he, as a walk-on, when he first went to North Dakota State or whatever, and he turned into an animal.
Oh, I think I have seen that picture.
He went from a normal-looking kid.
Yes, I have seen this. Yes.
Yeah,
to a
I have
mountain
seen
man
that
with no
picture.
teeth.
Yeah.
He gained like 100 pounds, went from a tight end to an O lineman.
For those who don't know what we're referring
really
to,
hard drugs.
He's mountain man. He's a pretty good alignment. So, hey, him and Ryan Jensen, that's a nasty combo right there.
here, just for those who
That's
don't know
such a
what we're
buck
talking
too,
about.
bro. You know the freaking
Oh,
people in the crowd are gonna love him.
Yeah, I think Brady. I heard Brady commented on.
Oh, that looks like
That's a glow up right there.
looks like Jared if you went to like Idaho and started taking drugs.
We started doing meth in Idaho.
Yeah.
In 2017, he was 6'5", 221. In
Yeah, there you go.
2022, he's 6'6", 303.
Bro was just eating and lifting every day.
And he lost like 20 teeth in the process.
He looks like such a baby in the first one.
Cody Mock.
All right, what'd you give it, Trevor?
It's my team, so I got to be a little biased, but I'll give it a B minus. I didn't love it.
They needed some line help on both sides. I'll give it B minus.
I'll give it a B minus as well. Don't hate it, don't love it. It's okay.
All right, last two. Tennessee Titans.
L is my rating. L.
Peter Skoronski going number 11 overall. Pretty much should have replaced Taylor Lewin there. And then Will Levis, 33 overall. I really like Levis going there. That was a steal in the second round.
Bro, why? Who's he going to throw to? Seriously.
He's literally just Ryan Tannehill. But
no, who is he going to throw to?
They do have the worst wide receiver core in the NFL, and it's not close.
The worst wide receiver core I've ever seen. But I have a really bad memory, so maybe it's not that bad. But it's really bad.
I don't think he's going to play next year, though. Do you guys think he will?
No.
He puts a lot of mayonnaise in his coffee, bro. It's disgusting.
Yeah, the three wide receivers on their depth chart are Treylon Burks, Nick Westbrook-Ikhine, and Kyle Phillips.
Okay, this draft just tells me Derrick Henry is probably going to get hurt this year.
And what else are they going to do?
He's going to touch the ball 35 times a game.
Honestly,
bro.
I feel bad for Tannehill. They got rid of half their O-line. He's no one to throw to. What can Tannehill do besides hand off to Derrick Henry 30 times a game?
So I had a rating for this. I forgot what I was going to say, but it was M for something. I can't. Oh, M for mayonnaise.
For me. I like it. I'm gonna give it an A minus. Skoronski will help rebuild that O line and
A minus?
A minus, baby.
It's my second D, and it's just a D. It's not even a D plus.
The hater.
Skoronski's a good O lineman, but like,
bro, this is their plan, just for freaking Derrick Henry to sell as many jerseys as possible, maybe get him to the playoffs sometime, and then when he gets hurt, they'll be like, "Oh, he was our greatest player ever."
You said this team was a contender last episode.
Huh?
You said they were a contender last episode, so...
Wait, did I actually?
You said the Tennessee Titans are contenders.
Oh, shit, my bad. No, they're not.
All right, last one.
No. If I said that, I sincerely apologize to everybody. No. They're not contenders.
We were very confused when he said
they're not going to win the division. I may have said they're contenders to make the playoffs because of the division they play in. It's really weak. I mean, they have weak-ass Indianapolis and weak-ass Houston. They'll probably go 0-2 against my Jags, but... All
right. Last one. Washington Commanders took Mississippi State cornerback Emmanuel Forbes at 16. That's kind of a reach.
A little bit.
They could have taken Christian Gonzalez over him.
Back-to-back corners.
Yeah. Took defensive back Jartavius Martin at 47 and center Ricky Stormberg at 97. Nothing really exciting. I'm just going to see.
I agree. See.
All right. We got any last thoughts on the draft? Or are you ready for rapid fire?
The first
Rapid
round was
fire.
really interesting, just as a closing remark. First round was really interesting given all the trades. Houston going up and getting 2 and 3, Will Anderson and CJ Stroud was pretty incredible. It was one of the first times I've ever seen something like that in a draft. I don't think I've ever seen someone get 2 and 3 by trading up, but yeah, a lot of good teams. A lot of teams did very well, and Philly, as a team that just came from a Super Bowl, did very, very well.
Honestly,
it's
I'm
gonna be
kind of.
interesting to watch them this
I'm
year.
surprised there was no players being traded.
Yeah, me too. It's just picks.
The NFL is just boring in the offseason, bro. NBA clears.
Shut up.
Shut
I'm
up.
right. The NFL offseason sucks.
No, it doesn't.
The NBA is way better.
Explain
No.
one interesting thing that's happened in
Nothing
the
more happens
NBA
in the NBA.
offseason.
Bro, KD? What? LeBron, AD, Russell
Trevor,
Westbrook?
What happened last NBA offseason? Literally nothing. Who got traded and who's got signed last NBA offseason? Name the big. Name
You
one.
know I'm fired.
By
I
the
can't
way,
do it.
by the
I'll do
way,
it next episode.
By the
One
way,
big
Trevor,
player.
because of
One
what you just
player.
said, I can literally go, Aaron Rodgers?
No,
Trevor-
that was cooking, and that never happens. The
Literally
NBA
no-
offseason is
Literally
clear.
happens every offseason, bro. Come on.
All right, I'm gonna look it up right
in the
now.
NBA. The
Let's
NBA
talk about
offseason last
quarterbacks
year.
get
No,
traded
the
every
NBA offseason last year was the worst offseason ever. Nothing happened.
All right, I'm gonna look it up.
And
All
that's
right.
why you guys are the third best Beerly pod. Let's go.
Jalen
Bro,
Brunson.
really hoops, bro.
Jalen Brunson was the biggest name that got signed. He's
And he
not
just
even,
dropped 30 in the semifinals last night,
not
brother.
even a top 20 player in the NBA.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
He's been scoring 30 all playoffs.
Okay. Does that make him a top 20 player in the NBA?
Kind of.
Bro, I could score 30 in the playoffs.
There's only
All right.
like 60 players that are still playing. That's not true. It's probably like 100, but still.
All right, let's do some rapid fire, boys. What team is the best fan base in the NFC North?
Donovan Mitchell got traded.
I'm going to go NFC North.
I'm going to say Packers.
I was going to say Vikings. I really like the
Cowboys.
horn and the skull. That's kind of dope. They do the
Yes, I wish we
skull.
Trevor?
Anyway, I wish I was a Packers fan, or not a Packers, a Minnesota Vikings fan, so I could do that. Unironically,
Rudy Gobert, Jeremy Grant, DeJounte Murray.
Who gives a crap?
Bro,
right.
Donovan Mitchell. Like, what are you talking
Jeremy
about?
Grant was sick in NBA 2K12. I'm just saying, not 12, 14.
All right. Is Jared Goff underrated?
Absolutely.
Agreed.
He's better than Justin Herbert.
Name a random Pittsburgh Steeler. Plaxico Burress.
What was that guy? Tracy? What was his name?
Just think of one. It's not that hard.
Who's the guy that picked off Peyton Manning in the Super Bowl? And he was like, I can eat more
Tracy
Oreos
Porter?
than you. Tracy Porter. I can eat more Oreos than you. That's actually what he was saying.
Najee Harris. I don't know.
True or false? Tony Pollard will be a top 10 fantasy running back this year. I'm going to say true.
True.
I'm gonna say true.
All right. Will Joe Burrow win MVP in 2023? No.
Bro.
No.
Who's the better quarterback, Jalen Hurts or Lamar Jackson?
Jalen Hurts.
Lamar
Currently
Jackson.
it's Jalen Hurts. Last year it was Jalen Hurts, but
Lamar.
as right now, we'll see.
What?
If you put Lamar on Philly, he'd do the same thing.
He might
Who's your
do a little better too.
Who's your favorite Miami Dolphins player of all time? Jay Cutler. Or Braxton Berrios right now.
Braxton Berrios. There we go.
Ryan
No. Let me name a serious. I'm gonna go Lamar Miller. Lamar Miller.
Yo, go watch some Wildcat Ronnie Brown highlights on YouTube, bro.
That's gonna trigger Carrie. Just saying that. It's
No,
gonna trigger Carrie.
that was awesome.
All right, true or false? Eagles had the best draft this year. I'm gonna say true.
I'm gonna say false.
Who do you think had?
I think New York.
Trevor?
Giants.
True.
Who do you guys have at the worst draft? Do you remember?
Was it San
think it-
Francisco?
Yeah, the Niners. All right,
It was
name a
either San
second.
Francisco or Dallas, one of the two of them.
Yeah,
Cooking.
name a secondary better than the Broncos no-fly zone
Like currently,
all time. Legion and Boom.
can I say college or
Early
just
2000s Ravens.
That's fair.
bro? Jalen Tabor, Marcus May, Keanu Neal, Vernon Hargraves.
Shut up, man.
No, seriously, bro.
All right, who's the better quarterback at their peak, Drew Brees or Aaron Rodgers?
At their
It's
peak,
Rodgers.
it's definitely
Peak
Aaron
Rodgers.
Rodgers.
Rodgers. Who's the best third-round draft pick for your favorite team?
Bro, I don't know.
Fucking
Not
no.
Robert Aguayo, bro.
I can't remember.
That was a first round draft pick, wasn't he?
Was he, bro?
I think he was.
It might have been. Yeah, bro.
Who's the
Yeah.
best second-round draft pick for your favorite team? Mine is Gronk because he's on the picture, but I can't remember otherwise.
Just because I think he was second round, I'm gonna say Devin Lloyd, but he might have been first.
I'm gonna say Gronk too.
Wasn't Godwin like second or third?
Yeah, Penn State.
All right, which wide receiver are you taking? Seahawks, Dolphins, or Bengals? I'm still taking the Bengals.
Bengals, bro.
Seahawks.
Zach, you love DK Metcalf, bro.
No! I
You
love
love
the
them.
combination of DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, and Jackson Smith and Jigba.
More than Hill and Waddle.
Yeah, but
Yes.
after that, Chosen Anderson or Braxton Berrios.
Wait, actually, you put Braxton Barris in that offense. Let me think. I'd probably go Miami then.
All right, did the Ravens make the right decision by making Lamar the highest paid player in the NFL? I'm gonna say
I think
for
I
now,
think-
yeah. They had to do it.
Yeah.
Raven did not make the right decision, but the Ravens did. But the Ravens did.
Who's Raven? Is that one of your exes?
No, I'm
Yeah.
just kidding, bro.
Who's the
Nothing.
biggest
It was just a
draft
thought.
bust?
It was a fleeting thought.
Who was the biggest draft bust in the history of your favorite team? N'Keal freaking Harry. He sucks.
Blaine Gabbert.
The kicker, bro, wild. F
Yeah,
that.
Remember
All
when
right,
you were
true-
saying Trevor Lawrence was a bust like 12 months
That was
ago,
great.
Kerry?
That's great. All right, true or false? The 1983 NFL draft class.
Come
is the
on,
greatest
bro.
of all
What?
time.
Oh no.
What?
How old do you think I am? 1983? Are you kidding me?
Trevor's
John
a little
Elway-
baby, bro.
John Elway, Dan Marino, Jim Kelly, Eric Dickerson, Darryl Green. I believe there was 8 Hall of Famers in that draft class.
Wasn't like 2000 a really good draft class, or am I crazy?
The one with Manning, Rivers, and Ben was pretty good.
2001. That's what I'm gonna look up.
I'm gonna say the one with Hurts, Tua, and Joe Burrow is the best one of all time.
No. You know what? I don't know if you saw it today, how bad that draft class has been.
I don't
Besides-
care. Quarterbacks
no.
are gonna force you.
Besides the quarterbacks, it was the lowest amount of fifth-year options taken of any draft class ever.
Well, that's different, bro. Like, there's so many
No.
good players now.
No.
There's no point in hanging on to.
No. If you look at the draft class, besides the quarterbacks, all the defensive players are terrible.
Like,
It was-
who, bro?
I'll pull it up for you.
Pull it up for me.
It was literally only the quarterbacks.
While we're reading, we are sponsored by nobody.
Sponsor us today.
Please. Please sponsor us.
Come on, Kerry. Google is quick, bro. Type
right.
faster.
Chase Young, is he ever going to play
He's been
again?
injured. He's been injured. He's been
He's
good.
never going to play. Jeff Okuda,
Okuda,
Isaiah
Okay.
Simmons.
he's good.
He's not. CJ Henderson.
Yeah,
CJ
he's just been hurt. He's been
CJ
great
Henderson
since he's been on the field.
sucks. Mekhi Becton, he's been hurt every year. Henry Ruggs killed a man. Damon Arnett went to jail. Zach, do you remember Clavin Chasson?
Clavanchus on.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, the Jaguar guy.
Yeah.
Kenneth Murray. Not great there. There's some good ones. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. All right. Describe DeAndre Hopkins as a wide receiver in one word. Old.
Apartment.
What?
Jackson's what? All right. Who will end up being the best player in the 2023 NFL draft? I'm gonna say
This draft we just had,
I'm gonna say Jalen Carter.
Jahmyr Gibbs, Rookie of the Year.
The best pick?
Best player.
Our best player? I like Christian Gonzalez.
He's good.
Whoa, cool.
All right. Rank the AFC East teams heading into next season. I'm gonna go Bills, Dolphins, Jets, Patriots.
Dolphins, Bills, Jets, Patriots. Dolphins, Jets, Bills, Patriots.
I'm going to go
Dolphins going
Bills?
Bills,
third?
Dolphins,
You think the Bills are coming in third?
Jets, Patriots.
I'm crazy, and then I'm right.
You're never right.
Yeah, you're not Zach Stradamus, bro.
Yes, I am, bro.
First off, get a flower hat with a P on it, and then we'll talk.
Yeah, we'll talk. All right. Who is the best quarterback in the NFC?
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, it hurts, but it's ugly. Zach?
Why is it ugly, bro? What are you talking about?
I want to be controversial.
Kirk Cousins. Jared Goff.
Jared Goff.
Yes.
You guys are not ready for Goff this year. I'm telling you what.
He's going off, bro. He's going off.
He's going to throw for
He's
8,000
going
yards.
Goff.
He's going Goff, baby.
All right. How will Jordan Love do in his first year as a starting quarterback?
Lovely.
I'm going to say he'll do decent, but not great or bad.
I think he'll do lovely.
Zacharias?
I think he'll play like a double hopped IPA.
Sure.
Tastes terrible.
All right. The Jets will win blank games this season. I'm going to say 9.
Double digit.
Dang it. Because the line I have right now on the Jets is 9.5 wins. That division. Can I look at their schedule real quick or no?
No, this is rapid fire, Zach.
Give me yes. I think they have an easy out of
Bro.
division schedule. 10.
Imagine they're like a lot of wins or like not a lot of wins.
Fire.
And we really have to like be blind for like 4
That'd be great.
episodes or something.
All right, what running back is most likely to have a breakout season in 2023? We got guys like Isaiah Pacheco, Rashad Penny, James Cook, Rashad White. I like
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Rashad White in Tampa.
I don't hate that, Kerry.
I think
don't hate that at all.
but Casey doesn't run the wall, so. Who's your favorite Buffalo Bills player of all time?
What kind of question is this, bro? Buffalo Bill? I don't think I have a favorite.
Josh
Buffalo
Allen, because
Bills
he's the
player.
first quarterback that I predicted correctly was going to be incredible.
J.P. Lossman.
Oh, bro, it's a toss-up between Fred Jackson and Stephon Diggs.
All right, rank their careers. Von Miller, Richard Sherman, Julio Jones, J.J. Watt.
Oof.
I'm going to go Sherman, Watt, Von, Julio.
On Julio.
Von Julio.
It's sad that Julio is last.
No, right?
I'm going to say J.J. Watt is first. Richard Sherman is second. Because I don't really count the ring, bro. The ring is a team award. That was a good team. But he was the best player on the defense. So him or Bobby Wagner.
I'm going to go Watt, Miller, Sherman, Jones.
I'm going to say Sherman, actually.
Von Miller was the best player on the Rams defense?
Me?
Huh?
Did you just say that?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I was saying Sherman was on Seattle.
Oh, I was like,
Either
what?
him or Bobby Wagner. So he probably felt like he led that team to a championship.
Sure.
What did Russ do, bro?
All right, pick one in their prime. Eli Manning, Phillip Rivers, Michael Vick, Matt Ryan.
I'm going
Who was the second one?
Michael Vick in his prime.
Eli Manning, Phillip Rivers, Matt Ryan, Michael Vick.
Let's be clear about this because Eli Manning didn't really have a prime.
He just had a
The
playoff.
playoff he did. I'm taking.
Give me playoff Eli, bro.
I'm taking MVP Matt Ryan.
Three different picks.
Julio
There you
Jones,
go.
bro.
They're racist. I'm not.
Yeah, Julio
Right.
Jones, bro.
Speaking of that, who was the better playoff quarterback, Eli or Peyton?
Eli.
I'm
Peyton.
taking
He
Eli.
was fearless in the playoffs, bro.
Peyton was carried the playoffs.
Whatever. You want to talk
Eli
about
is the
carried in the
playoff.
playoffs? Do
He
not
wins
even get me
every
started on carried in the playoffs, bro. Oh my god. This man
All right.
is a Tom Brady fan. He's talking about getting carried in the playoffs. This man just picked Eli, and he's talking about getting carried in the playoffs. Don't even get me started, bro. I will lose my mind.
All right, who's the greatest running back in the history of your favorite team? I'm gonna say Corey Dillon.
That's a good pick, Kerry.
I'm gonna say Doug Martin, and I'm gonna tell you guys why after the show.
Oh God!
I know why. I know
You
why.
guys both know why.
Picture of genitalia to Doug Martin.
No, I didn't, bro. Don't. No, I didn't, bro.
Yes, he did.
No, I didn't.
My
That's
favorite
nasty.
Jags
That's
player
not
of
what
all
happened.
time.
That is disgusting.
No, his greatest Jags running back.
Oh, greatest Jags running back.
Let
Or
me
my
say Joey
favorite.
Galloway.
Probably
Great.
Maurice Jones-Drew, MJD, baby.
Yeah. All right, who's the best backup quarterback here? Zappy, Rush, Mike White,
Bro.
Huntley. Zappy, bro.
Cadillac Williams.
Time. Don't worry, be Zappy.
Backup quarterback. I'm gonna go Mike White. When he's coming off the bench, dude, that guy can do incredible things.
All right,
I'm a
who's your
big
favorite-
Mike White backup truther.
Almost done. Who's your favorite tight end of all time?
Favorite tight end of all time?
Tony Gonzalez.
Al Pitts.
Who is my favorite tight end of all time?
Clive Walford.
Mercedes Lewis, Zach.
No.
I feel like it is, bro. Deep down inside, I feel like it is.
I'm probably leaning Tony Gonzalez. But for whatever reason, God, what's that guy's name? Vernon
Honestly,
Davis.
it's Aaron
I'm going
Hernandez.
Vernon Davis. It's my favorite.
Sure.
Mine is Aaron Hernandez, and I'm serious.
Describe Matt Patricia in one word: fat.
No. He's not fat, because if he was fat, he'd be a better head coach.
Chubby. No. Well, yeah.
Stupid.
Which quarterback would you rather have for the next 10 years, Jalen Hurts or Trevor Lawrence? It's Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence, baby.
Jalen Hurts.
Who is the true wide receiver university? LSU, Alabama, Ohio State?
Ohio State.
LSU, bro. Chase and Jefferson?
You didn't even mention wide receiver university.
If you say Miami.
University of Miami, baby. Let's go.
Braxton Berrios, bro.
Braxton Berrios, Philip Dorsett,
All right, last question.
KJ Osborne. Come on now.
What quarterback is most likely to have a bounce back season in 2023? Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Matt Stafford, Deshaun Watson.
Most likely to out of any quarterback.
Undoubtedly
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers.
Didn't you ask me this earlier?
I think so.
What did I say?
I don't remember.
mean,
I think Russ
He
bounces
asked
back.
everyone on Twitter earlier.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think Russ bounces back with Sean Payton there.
No way. Sorry.
Lamar Jackson, baby.
Sure. All right. That's it for Rapid Fire. Follow us on Twitter at Burley Football to get all these questions before we talk about them.
Oh gosh,
on.
you knocked over my thing. What are you doing, cat?
Bros are crying.
Well,
Classic.
good,
You want to get up here? You want to say hi,
good
everybody?
time of a year to be a sports fan. We got the NBA and NHL playoffs on right now. We got podcasts covering them both, just like our name, Beerly Hoops and Beerly Hockey. Check out those podcasts as well for some really entertaining stuff. That's all I got.
Follow us on Twitter at Burley Sports. See our beautiful faces. And follow me on Twitter at Burley Carey. Why not? Zach?
You can follow me on Twitter at Beerly Zach. You know, Zach Stradamus strikes again in the draft. You know, who could have foreseen except Zach Stradamus, the Will Levis falling to
over 31.
falling to the second round. No one could have seen it. except for Zach Stradamus. So if you want to know what happens before it happens, make sure you follow me on Twitter at BeerlyZach. Make sure you listen into the show every week or watch the show on YouTube. You can find us on all podcast listening platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, and much more. Other than that, guys, that is the Beerly Football Podcast. You guys want to say anything before we sign off?
Proud to be American.
What was the bet we made today, Trevor?
20 hot dogs,
I'm
For
doing
what?
10.
buns, and wieners.
What was
Buns and wieners. There we go.
Are we still recording?